Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First play, and Bennett throwing. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So a fourth down on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after him early, right? Take away any...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Back to throw, Bennett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
They've got his man complete. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action, here's Bennett. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
He's still on his feet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Terrence Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. Derrick Henry all alone. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Luke now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Bennett now. Open man is Atwell, complete. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Bennett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They juked him. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
The Rams 35-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are once again back in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Rams 17.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And Bennett will look to throw. That one down the field for Ferguson. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Here's a 2nd and 5. Bennett being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Bennett looking to throw. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've hit intermission. possession. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Henry again on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
First and 10 at the 30.
First down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Jackson from the shotgun.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 62 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead on his lead for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Rams 23.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Nandi Matabike picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Flush to his right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Navi Matabike getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Bennett under pressure. They got him again. Navi Matabike able to record his fifth sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And shedding through the tackle. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Bennett now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. To throw is Bennett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here. Bennett escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Bennett. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
The score, Ravens 35, Rams 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Los Angeles.
Back to throw. Bennett. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down.
First down, Rams.
Looking to throw. Bennett. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Handoff running left, Henry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Hey, Alpha, shot!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
180! 180!
Bateman's going to get it now on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's second and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.